Hi, and welcome to Northeast Iowa. This is Karen with Blooming Karen, and I'm bringing to you a Thrifty Thursday haul. I went to my local thrift store today, and I found some amazing deals, so I'm pretty excited. First off, I found this stamp. It's just some swirlies. I thought it was really cute, so I'll be able to use that. And then my jaw dropped when I saw this. It is a Tim Holtz Happy Halloween, and it was $2. Can I just say this jumped into my cart so fast? I do not see a name. I thought they were all named. Up here it says Stampers Anonymous. I don't know if that's the name of it, but I thought it was awesome. I really liked that, and I really liked the paint splotches. The skull and crossbones. I'm into Halloween, I can do that. Toil and Trouble, I like that. So, very good purchase for me. And then, they also had the cling foam stamps. The Halloween set. And these have never been used, guys. I don't think either one has. I was so excited. I love Halloween. I love the scaredy cat and the spider. I'm a web developer, so I like those. Sorry, my puppy is clawing at my door trying to get in here. And then I found this Hero Arts Large Fancy Confetti Stamp-A-Journal, and I wasn't really sure what it was. There's no real description, but it looked like these were individual pages. Oh, it is like that. But these are like heavy cardstock handmade paper, and I thought they would be fun to just use in collage, put them in a journal, something. I didn't think I had to make this project, whatever it is, but maybe. So yeah. Sorry for the crinkles. Okay. So there's that. And then I found this quilt pattern. It's for a 72 by 80 quilt. It's from Cheryl Rose Creations, and it's a 72 by 82 quilt, and I thought that was a pretty good size. I thought, just looking at it, I did not look at the requirements, that it was going to be like jelly roll strips, but it's not. It's 4 10-inch squares of 20 different fabrics, so I still thought it was pretty neat, and I feel like a friend was looking for this pattern, so for 50 cents, I thought it was worth it. And then, oh my gosh, guys, the thrift store was having a sale on books, so they were 10 books for $1. Any book that they had, except for the special price ones, then they were still charging their regular price. So, I was short 2 books, and I had to go back, and I had seen this one. It was standing like this on a shelf, and I looked at it, I'm like, oh, Margaret Mitchell, it's a book I've never read, not thinking this wasn't English. So I get home and I open it up. It is German. It is fabulous. And it was published in 1937. And I have my niece is taking German classes right now. Her brothers took German and her dad took German. So I asked her if she wanted to read it. She says yes, but I'm like, I need to tell her, if you don't read this, I need this book back, because those are some glorious pages. But it's a 9 by 5.5. And I mean, just look at the aging, and the top has the brown that's not on the sides. It is just yum, yum, yum. Okay. I'll bring this book over. And then I found this Walt Disney World book. It does have some smudgies from a sticker, but I figured I could get this fixed. It's a 5 3/4 by 7.5, and I love Disney, so I just saw this and I picked it up and put it in my basket. And then I opened it up. It has Cinderella's castle. Oh my gosh. and Cinderella's castle with all the characters. Sorry for the glare. So I was pretty excited. And those are the only pictures that are in it, but I love the old postcards and stuff, so I was really happy with that purchase. And then I found this one. It's Mother Goose from Dalmatian Print. I never heard of them, but I'm pretty sure this is the same Mother Goose that Carrie gets. It's from 2004. It says it's a first edition, but I just liked the artwork, so I thought that was fun. And this one is just a little over 5.5 by just a little over 5.5. So there's that one. And then I saw this and I just picked it up based on the title, Girlfriends Are the Best Friends of All. I thought I could take some of the quotes and sentiments out of here and put them in a journal. Plus, I knew that they had some watercolory, like, artwork in them typically, so yeah, I just thought that would be fun. And then this is A Picnic in the Woods. It is 8 3/4 by 6 1/4, and it's from Walt Disney. They had a lot of Dr. Seuss books, but they had those up. They had them all at $2 because it's Dr. Seuss's birthday. So I just picked this one up. I didn't really look at it too closely, so I'm sure I can find a good use for all of these images to go with the rest of my Mickey stuff. And then I found this Runaway Bunny. The pictures are by Clement Hurd. So that is 6 3/4 by 8. And I just thumbed through it and I liked the line drawings and then the colored pictures. So I thought this would be fun to create some stuff with. And then I picked this up just based on the title because I knew it was, I'm pretty sure it's German. I haven't showed it to my niece to make sure, but sorry, I'm distracted by the map. This is the area that my family came from back in the day. I was expecting to see Bremen somewhere down in here, because that's... Oh, that's Deutschland. Maybe that's... I'm bad with geography, so... I just thought Stuttgart was, and Frankfurt, I thought they were... Oh, Bremen's way up there. Huh. Crazy. This is where my great-great-grandmother was from. This area. She came to America by herself, supposedly. And she had all her belongings were in a shipping crate. A big, giant box, wood box with string handles. And then she carried her spinning wheel on her back. And... the cool thing growing up was we had the spinning wheel. Somehow my mom was the lucky inheritant of that. And my great aunt and uncle lived in the house that Sophie and her husband, Johann, built in. They broke the sod and built the house. And then this trunk, the shipping crate, was in there upstairs. Well, when my great aunt had a sale... it went on the sale and nobody wanted it because it didn't have the family last name. And I fell in love with her when I was a teenager. I just felt a deep connection with her. And I told my brother, I don't care what it costs, I want that. So he bid on it for me and got it. And I have it in my house. And I love it. And it has her name and it says United States of America. And it says... the county that I live in and the town that I live in are painted on this box with her name. And to me, that is just insane, because this happened in the mid to late 1800s. I mean, I knew this town existed, but for her to live way over here and to come to this little town in Iowa is just insane to me. And it's just crazy how life is sometimes. So yeah, that's my story of why I feel connected to Germany. So it has just some pictures and words. And let's see. Printed in the United States in 1959. Crazy. Huh. A limited vocabulary, simple syntax, and many marginal notes will enable the English-speaking student of elementary German to read with little difficulty about the relationship of German language to his own. Interesting. I took a little bit of German, but not enough to do this. I took German as an adult because all of the family obituaries were printed in the German newspaper, so unless we can find someone to translate them, we just have some German words. And in that, I did find my great-great-grandmother who came over on the ship by herself. I did find her obituary, and we had someone translate it for us. And it said that her parents died before she was confirmed, and that she had brothers, but they stayed in Germany while she came here. It was just crazy. So yeah, that's one of the graves that I can go 3 generations up, and like all of from my mom's side, all of those grandparents and great-great-grandparents and great-great-great-grandparents live in the county where I live. So my mom used to be the one to go. She would take my great aunt when I was younger to go to all these cemeteries and decorate them. And then I took my mom as she got older, and now I'm pretty much the only one that goes and decorates all of these family graves. And it's just, I love going on these trips to do this because it helps me remember them and feel a connection to them. Like, there was Sophie, the woman who came from Germany. She had a son, or a child, who was buried in this little church cemetery near us. And nobody knew about it for the longest time. And I found that in my genealogy research. And there was no stone on his grave. So she had 4 sons. The 4 sons, all of their descendants contributed so we could put a little marker on this boy's grave, or this child's grave. I always say it's a boy because she had 4 boys. So we're going there, and we park, like, right in this one spot, like, right inside the gate. And right, like, looking out the window is this grave. And I'm like, Mom, isn't that my great-great-grandparents? Or 3 great, maybe. And she was like, what? And I said, isn't that Grandma Amanda's grandparents? And she was like, yeah, it is, now that you mention it. What the heck? We've been decorating this other grave for the baby for how many years? And all of a sudden, here's another great-great-grandparent I could be decorating. So just doing that, hearing stories from my mom about her mom and her great aunt, and like sharing the story again of how my great-great-great-grandmother came to America, and how somehow she met her husband, who lived in a different town than she did back in the early 1800s, that they met and got married and broke the land and had children. And, you know, that's part of where I come from. That's very special to me because my dad, his birth parents got divorced when he was like 6 or 8. And then his aunt and uncle adopted him and his 7 siblings, I think it was. So no one wanted to talk about, I wasn't involved in that part of the family after my parents split. So I didn't hear the stories about those family members. So hearing the stories about the family members that lived here in the county that I live in is just so cool to me. And to think that they once walked on the same street and drove on the same roads that I do is just amazing. I know it's not the same streets and roads because back in the 18 and early 1900s, there wasn't concrete. So that's why I'm using air quotes. But, okay, enough of that. Gosh, I bought a lot of books, guys. There, I think it's all in. So, I got the American Girl's Handbook. It's about 10 by 8 3/4. I picked this up because I want to make an American Girl journal, and I thought I have some of the paper dolls, and I just thought, like, some of this stuff I could make into tags or pages or, I don't know, just something cool. And it gives little stories about, oh, wow. So Felicity, I know I have that paper doll. So it gives a little bit of a story about her, some things that they might have done, and then some of the, oh, it gives projects that you can do. Ooh, candied nuts. Yum. Ooh, New Land. I don't think I have this one. Ah, sorry. Oh, Kirsten. I do have hers. Oh, she's in the Minnesota Frontier. That is so cool. Alright, stop looking, Karen. You have more to share. Easily distracted here. And then I found Be Nice to Spiders, and I got this because I'm a web developer, and I thought it was awesome. So, it is 9.5 by 7 1/4. And this was a weekly reader book club by Marguerite Beloy Graham, and it was published in 1967. I remember that character. I don't know if there were other books. Oh, the spiders go through the zoo. That's funny. I didn't even look. I just opened it and saw this kind of artwork, and I was like, yes, please. So then I found this Treasured Friends, Celebrate the Joy of Friendship, paintings by Sandra Kuck, 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. And I just loved the pictures and then all this. I thought it would be good to make things with. And this was published in 1996. So I thought I could make some tags and journal cards with some of this. Maybe some pages. We'll see. But yeah. If nothing else, I can take some of the quotes and write them out and put them in journals. Alright, this is Zen Flowers, and it's just over 9 1/4 by almost 9 1/2. And this one, oh, this is a bad page. It just has all these, like, flowerscapes. I just thought, like, some of them, like that, I could cut and make into a tag or a little journaling card. I could put this as a page in my peach book. I just kind of quickly flipped through it because there were a lot of people, and I was getting peopled out. And then for some reason, this book was in the kids section. Heartland by Diane Siebert. Paintings by Wendell Manor. And I love barns that have that. We have a little shed out back that I would like to do that too, but I don't. We're going to paint it. So this is 11 1/4 by about 9 1/4. I know I can't get all of this in camera, so I'll try. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. Oh my gosh, I love this. This reminds me of the town that my mom grew up in. The owl. Cows. Let's not dwell on that one. Oh, that is so cute. So, it's not quite what I expected, but I'm glad I picked it up for 10 cents. And then this one, I have one that's similar, but you can never have too much music, right? So this one's 12 inches by 8 3/4. And it has that great patina look. And I cannot wait to incorporate some of these into my journals because they are phenomenal. I thought there was one that was loose. Oh my gosh, look at that. $19.50. Yeah, it was on the bottom shelf. Nobody was looking at it. And I was like, snatch that up and put that in my cart. Oh, goodness. Alright. This is a book called Tasha Tudor's Garden. And I fell in love with this one. It is 10 3/4 by 8 3/4. I mean, wouldn't that be a fabulous journal card? And look at this. Full page florals. Yes, please. It is just fabulous. And then she does artwork. I guess that is a picture. There's a few of her sketches. Hopefully the glare's not too bad. And then this plate of raspberries. I will have fun thumbing through that one. And then I found some quilty book patterns, and they were also included in the sale, so I got this. I really liked that. And then when I got home, I was looking at this, and I really liked this too. That block is unique. And then this was a pattern book that I had been contemplating getting for a while, but I told myself I didn't need it for $30, and I found it for 10 cents. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. And it's a block of the month, so I could easily pick out fabrics and stuff and start a block of the month by myself. And this one is called Turning 20. And this is a pattern that's been around forever. But I had never had a book, and I had always kind of wanted one. And I saw this, and I have embroidered squares for the months of the year. And I realized this, I could do a 3x4 and have all 12 of my squares. It's going to be a smaller like wall hanging, but that's fine. So I'm excited. This reminded me of that because I did red work for that project. So I'm excited to see if I can make that work. And then this, I have the quilty version of this, and I have wanted to get the applique one and was passing it up, so I picked it up. So it's 7 3/4 by 10 1/4. And this was published in 1978, and I just thought I could, as a quilty person, I will cut this apart too and use it for something. Oh my, I love this. Oh. Seriously, I had that fabric. I made myself a jumper out of that when I was in high school or college. That is crazy. Oh, look at the zoo animals. Alright, so that'll be a fun book for me to deconstruct. And then Mickey's Surprise Birthday. It is 10 1/4 by 8 1/4-ish. This looks like it was published in 1990. I loved the kitten getting caught up in the ribbons. So I thought this would just be a fun book for my Mickey projects. Then, my last book, Mixed Media Storytelling Workbook. It has a lot of blank pages, but I thought this would be fun to use to teach me some of the things that I'm afraid to try. So it has art journaling, inspiration, words, and prompts. I like that. Yes, you can do this. Ooh, I like that page. That would be fun to do, but I don't like how it looks. Oh, I like this. When the gremlin says you aren't an artist, rephrase that as encouragement. I create fine art. Any art I create is fine with me. Very true. What the gremlin says, you'll never be able to sell this, rephrase as encouragement to, I'm going to satisfy myself first, then decide what to do next. Who cares about art anyway? I make time for creative projects because they're important to me. That is the truth. Oh, here you're supposed to draw what your gremlin or inner critic tells you. Oh, that is cute how they did that. I like this idea of taking your pencils and stuff and doing the scribbles just so that you remember what they look like. So I think that'll be a fun book for me to use when like I said, it's going to be a busy spring at work and I need some ideas. We'll need some ideas because I won't be as creative, I know. So I think that'll help me a lot. I can pick a prompt and then do something with it. So that'll be great. And then my last thrifty find, as if that wasn't enough, was this honkin' stack of paper. To give you a reference, it is 1.5 inches tall. That is a lot of freaking paper for $2. So it has some blue, it's not cardstock, it might be a linen paper. This is just creamy. Not sure what that is. This had this gray on it, which I thought was really pretty. There's quite a lot of that. And then there's quite a lot of this with the red on the side. And that was like $2 for all that. I will put that to good use. And then this is something that I found over the summer, and I have a few friends that are doing railroad journals, so I wanted to share this, and I don't think it's gonna fit, but it's a Chicago, Milwaukee, and St. Paul Railway rules and instructions. I don't want to measure in centimeters. It is 10.5 by 8, and the cover came off when I was looking at it the other day, but this says 1894. And it has 02, 06, 10, 15, and 1928 in here. crazy, right? So it was published July 1st of 1894. It doesn't really make, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. I had intended to cut it up and use it, and it got stashed and I forgot about it. And now I'm trying to figure out what to do. If I want to sell it, or if I want to make copies of it, make a digital paper. It is just fabulous. There's this. There's all these like inserts, like 1902. This isn't a change. Here is 1896 was a change. This one just, so this is December 11th, 1896, and it's signed by the, look at that handwriting. And it's got the stamp of Hopkinton, Iowa. I don't even know where that is. I mean, obviously it's in Iowa, but I don't know. And I got this. The guy charged me probably too much because he was like, somebody's going to want that. And I'm like, yeah, I want it to make journals with, dude. But I didn't feel like leaving it there. Page 71. Let's see what's on page 71. That is so important. Paste this in Book of Rules and Instructions, page 70. All baggage, packages, supplies, etc. remaining unclaimed at the station 15 days must be forwarded to the unclaimed baggage room at Milwaukee with an unclaimed baggage card, form 22277. Attached to each piece, given the name of the station, date received, and date so forwarded. This is, I had not started to read anything. I was just enamored with the colors and stuff. Oh, this is like glued in. What kind of glue holds for... So that's 130 years, right? If my mathin' is mathin'. Because 90 to 2000 is 10-ish years. And now it's been 20 years since that. So that's 130. Crazy. So yeah. You guys will have to let me know if I should find some of these cool papers and make a digital with them. Or what I should do. And I was really bummed. I knew it was on its last leg, but I didn't expect the cover to pop off when it did. And this, I'm not quite sure what it is, but isn't that a beautiful pattern? Yeah. I like old books, I cannot lie. So that is it for my thrifty haul. And I hope that you have a wonderful day, and may your thrifting endeavors be great. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.